Well, Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, now on the phone line with me. Good morning, Abhishek. Abhishek, we have seen reports even coming in yesterday that there was a credible threat to the airport. But after the attack, the Pentagon on high alert. Give us an overview of, what the U.S. is expecting, perhaps.
Nupur, the United States must be in a state of shock. They have suffered highest number of casualties in a single day insofar as the soldiers in Afghanistan are concerned. I think after second highest in the last 2 decades, and that's something very serious for the security establishment of the United States to have a hard look at. The statement from General McKenzie of CENTCOM suggested that they are still going to coordinate with the Taliban, but that's again missing the whole point, which is that you can't differentiate between a good terrorist and a bad terrorist. Having said that, as of now, of course, the focus is on preventing a repeat of this kind of tragedy. Remember, the intelligence inputs are again dire that this could be followed up with another suicide attack, essentially because outside Kabul International Airport, the situation has not changed much in terms of a gathering of people, which becomes an easy target because there is only that much security that you can provide. In fact, unfortunate as it sounds, the ISKP is making look Taliban good. So I think the United States will need to strategize, and they have already bungled up, for example, in perhaps not choosing Bagram for these operations instead of a civilian airport like the Hamid Karzai International Airport. And from here on, it's very, very difficult to say whether the Americans would get to grips or complete security control of the situation there on the ground.
Absolutely. Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, joining us. Thank you. Also on the phone line with me is Colonel Nain. Colonel Nain, good morning. Thank you for speaking to us on Republic. Colonel Nain, what do you make of the situation that is coming out of Afghanistan? Obviously, General McKenzie of the U.S. Army over there talking about the credible threat and also going on to say that we will not stop evacuations. But how do you see this credible threat that is coming from terrorist organizations?
I think, look, it is a tip of iceberg right now. Because, you see, this all is being planned at one location, and that's called Pakistan. As Amarullah Saleh has clearly mentioned to the whole world, there is no difference between ISIS and Taliban, that is Haqqani Group. Haqqani Group is the main group which is being feeding this ISIS group of Khorasan for past so many years in the Nangargarh province. And now, they caught about 4 people a few days back, just to show to the world that Taliban has caught 4 people from ISIS. But what happened to them? They were just let off. So it is just same game plan with ISIS and Pakistan army is playing with the whole world. Now, as far as America is concerned, I don't think so. America is in any position as on date right now that they can keep saying blah, blah, we will take revenge, we will take action. But now the way Taliban and ISIS has taken control of Afghanistan, complete Afghanistan, just sending one, what you call it, strike group sending to some place and killing 10, 15 people is not going to solve the whole problem. Whole world has to come together now. See, these people had called for terrorists from all over Gulf also by the name of Hazarat. Hazarat means that all people who are sitting in their countries, please fall to Afghanistan, come to Afghanistan. They include ISIS, which are from Idlib. They include Hezbollah from Lebanon. They include even Hamas, because Hamas leader had met Omar brother in Doha. And that includes also people, ISIS, Al-Qaeda groups and Houthi groups from Yemen. So it is becoming a hub of terror now in this location. Whether Pakistan will be able to handle it for a long time, we don't know. But the creator of this complete muck is Pakistan and ISI with their army.
Right, absolutely. Colonel Nain, do you think that the crux of the problem is this attempt to mark out good terrorists from bad terrorists? Whereas there can be no good terrorists, and the source of funding is perhaps something that the United States has still not really cracked up on.
See, you look at it in a larger picture. Pakistan ISI was thinking that probably the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which wants Pashtun area to be separated from Pakistan and called Pashtunistan, under Pashtun Tehfuz movement, their leader Fakir Ahmed was let off just 6 days back by Taliban itself, yani Haqqani group. So now, where is Pakistan trying to think that Haqqani group is going to be under its control for throughout? They are not having any enmity with TTP. TTP is along with Lashkar-e-Taiba now, because Lashkar-e-Taiba Hafiz Saeed has sent many people to the Khorasan region, where especially into that, what you call it, Nangargarh province, and the district is Achin. And he is one of the main person in the council of ISIS Khorasan. So see the whole situation developing up. Now TTP is also not only Pashtun. TTP has joined the people in Balochistan, where Youth Liberation Army is fighting, and along with some ISIS elements. So complete drawn line between Afghanistan and Pakistan is developing into a hub of all these terrorists, which are basically one, and that is under Haqqani group. Haqqani was created by Pakistan.
Absolutely, Colonel. Nain, as you're pointing out, the fears of the world are now coming true in Afghanistan. Thank you for speaking to us. Let's also go across to Group Captain Augustine Vinod, who's on the phone line with me. Group Captain, good morning. Thank you for speaking to us. What do you make of the emerging security situation that's currently, taking shape in Kabul? We've had General McKenzie of the U.S. Army saying that we are expecting more attacks to take place. Do you think that the world's fears that perhaps Afghanistan could now turn into a terror factory are coming true?
Good morning, Nipur, and I thank you for the question. But what is important for us to understand is A, who created this mess, and B, how did this mess end up the way it ended up when experts from all over the world, including from Montgomery, Alabama, have been writing about it for cows come home. Let's take it step by step. $80 billion equipment has been left behind, including attack helicopters for Taliban to have a field day. Who does that? And now that mess was created how? The Americans fell for the oldest playbook that Pakistan has been playing since General Ziaul Haq days. We are at the receiving end, that we are poor, we are this, we are that, and all that playbook. The first, people to fall for that playbook is Americans, and eventually, what happened? Hundreds of lives were lost. Now today, Mr. Biden is waking up and saying we will come down hard. I can't understand this. And another point which the previous speaker brought about. TTP-ISI collusion. Not many people know, Nupur, that Pakistan is the only country in which, in their war playbook, the first force to be applied against any country, including India, is not their regular army. It is their terrorist outfits like TTP. So we need to call spade a spade. The biggest problem in this subcontinent is currently Pakistan. Afghanistan is the fallout of what the policies that Pakistan is adopting, and eventually their complete focus of their nation is Kashmir. Let's not mince our words on it at
Absolutely.
all. They will do anything and everything to destabilize that region. They will use Afghanistan. They will use USA, anybody, because Kashmir is their boiling pot, not only for the political outfit, also for their military. If Kashmir today, Nupur, goes away from their scheme of things, probably the question will be raised: why is ISI required and why is so much force required when Gurbat itna zyada bada hua hai and itne log bhuke mar rahe hain? So their entire existence is, encircling around Kashmir and Kashmir. Go and ask in Karachi, the southernmost region of Pakistan, and tell them what is your problem.
Absolutely.
with Kashmir, because that is what has been taught to them and that is what has been given to them on the platter. Now,
Absolutely.
we don't call this. If USA does not understand this, tomorrow what will happen? That again the same history is very uncanny, way of repeating itself, and we are seeing this happening for last 2 to 3 decades.
Absolutely. Group Captain Vinod, as you're pointing out, of course, part of the problem and the crux of it lies in Pakistan, and the US has still not acted against them. Thank you very much for joining us with your views.